Hello guys, so hope you're well. Let's get into this. So I wanted to clarify something. So a little while ago I did a video about how sometimes you don't have to follow your passion. Now what did I mean by this? First and foremost, I want to acknowledge that sometimes some people are lucky enough to find their passion when they're still young, okay? A passion that properly aligns with their character, and I will explain that in a few minutes later on. But and they follow that, and it's great. But some of us maybe aren't so lucky enough to exactly know that our passion from a young age, so we have to always take chances and keep an open mind to find it. And this is exactly what I meant, because from the TED Talk that I got the idea from, she was exactly like that as well. She had just gotten fired from my job, right? And I will try to link that in the description below. I don't remember the topic, the title of the TED Talk or the name of the lady who done it, but I will try and find it. I will link it in the description below. But for her, she had just got sacked, and she wasn't sure about her her next step, and she wasn't taking all these perfect job opportunities, taking them up because she was worried she would be stuck in them and she won't be passionate or ever. And her mom gave her some interesting advice that I want to relay, right? And her mom told her, you will not be stuck then, you are stuck now, okay? Take any job, and if the passion doesn't show up, you can always pull the plug and quit that job and find a different one. That's the beauty of life. You always have the choice. You always, you always have the choice to move on to the next best thing. You're not necessarily bound to stay in there just because you want the money. All other jobs can give you the money, so take any job you find, you define as a good job that's offered to you. For as long as you're in a place that you're not sure about, your passion or whatever, if any great job opportunities present themselves, take them up. Don't worry about the passion part. And again, if you're in it and the passion doesn't show up, or the job doesn't grow you in any way, shape, or form, then move on to the next best thing. But don't just neglect taking up any job just because you're worried about not being passionate about it. That's the point I was trying to make in that video, right? And then the other thing that I wanted to talk about as well that was rather interesting was another video, another TED Talk that I watched about Ashley Stahl that also hints at the same thing. So Ashley Stahl was there in this TED Talk about three questions that unlock your authentic career. Now, why this is important is it's that thing that I mentioned a little earlier on when I said that a career, or rather a job that you're passionate about, not a job but something that you're passionate about but perfectly aligns with you as your character as a person. This is very important because for some people, think about people who have a passion for a certain job but their character doesn't align with the job. For example, people who love medicine, who would love to become doctors, but they're squeamish, they're squeamish at the sight of blood, or they will throw up or pass out at the sight of blood. Now that kind of person, their passion and their character are clashing. They just cannot mix. They're like oil and water, okay? So they just have to find a different passion at the very basic level, right? For her, Ashley Stahl, who did this talk, for her, she wanted to be a spy, and she was doing pretty good, and she was in DC doing a desk job before hopefully being promoted in the future to go out there and start spying, and until one career defining day when she was caught off guard. A colleague of hers who was obviously ranked high enough to hold a gun called her to come hold his gun while he bent down and tied his shoelaces, and without even thinking about it, she obviously said yes, and put out her hand. Dude dropped the black cold metal in her hand, and in that moment she realized two things. So she said, one, the gun was really heavy and really, really cold, but two, she was not cut out to be a spy. that easy. Why? Because if you're going to be a spy, you have to be able to not only get used to the coldness and heaviness of this gun, which is usually not a problem, but you have to be comfortable with killing people, because sometimes you will have to. If you're a spy, you have to be able to hold your own, or otherwise you're going to be dead before you even blink, right? Spying is risky business, that goes without saying. So how was she going to become a spy if she couldn't even not only defend herself but even kill a person? So again, at that moment, her character and her passion were clashing. They just couldn't mix. So she had to find a job. That's why it's very, very crucial to find a trade, or rather, like she says, a job, or rather a passion that aligns with who you are, a job that's who you are, or rather a career that's who you are. And for her, that was career coaching. For most of her friends used to come to her for career advice and all of these things. And actually, I remember, I think, just two of the questions, because it's two questions that help you unlock your authentic career. That's the name of the TED Talk that she did. It's called 3 Questions That Help You Unlock Your Authentic Career by Ashley Stahl. Go check it out. I'll try and link it in the description below. But yeah, I think I remember only 2 of them. The first one is obviously do a self... what is it? Try to self-evaluate, basically find out what you're very good at. If you can't find anything, or you find a few things but you're not certain which one, ask your friends and family around you what they know you're very good at, because they know. And obviously everyone out there, I'm sure everyone out there, people come to you, your friends and family usually come to you for a certain something. Ask them what that something is. They will always be happy to tell you what it is that you're very good at, right? I don't remember what the third question is, but anyway, if you are any curious and you want to find it out, put the link for that video in the description below. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this and I clarified that. Drop a like, let me know what you want me to talk about in the future videos, and subscribe for more. Otherwise, I will catch you all later. Done.